School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we, yeah. Can we not? Por favor.
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Shut up, man.
I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I like the character. That's good. That's even better.
Next one, please.
That's even better.
You're stupid, yo.
Hey yo, it's your boy Young Gotti, and right about now I'm back with another video for you. Let's get right into it, no kappa. Come on, let's go. Okay, so the video which you've just seen was actually Taylor and the Breakfast Club being interviewed by Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Jess. So now, particularly at that point in time, Charlamagne the God asked Taylor a question like, about this whole issue about your color or you being colored, what's up about it? And immediately Taylor turned around and the Labour team stopped Charlamagne the God on the spot, like stopped him from asking her the question, and then he had to move on to other questions.
What does that even mean?
Can we, yeah. Can we not? Por favor.
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Shut up, man.
I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I like the character. That's good. That's even better.
Next one, please.
That's even better. You know why I said that? That's even better. Because they said your identity. They said I'm gonna start cursing in a minute. I said, yeah, go ahead. That's even better.
She was threatening?
I didn't know
That's what she said.
And so right after the interview, she came out on her various social media platforms to release a note trying to say that the reason she does not like to address the situation is that she's half Indiana, half colored, and half whatever thing she said. She said particularly in some places they do not prefer her to call herself that, and so she's just trying to, you know, be on the safe side. But now the thing is, it seemed as though a lot of messages was coming from Charlamagne the God saying that he was trying to put Taylor in a bad place.
First of all, anybody out there saying I blindsided Tyler, they suck dick, okay? And they're suckers who shouldn't be trusted. Ooh. All right, that's number one.
And then Charlamagne had to come to his own defense the next time he was on screen and the issue was brought up to him. He said he found what the team or the Labour team was doing a little bit ridiculous. I find it too, considering what he said. Now, they asked him not to ask a series of questions, some of which he said he never planned to ask, and some of which, in his own opinion and in my own opinion, is actually ridiculous. They literally asked him, like, one of the questions was that they shouldn't talk about the we're friends though thing with Kai Cenat. Now, I felt like that was just a trivial, fun question to ask. But these persons were so protective of Taylor. You know what? Just check this out.
Labels always will come and say, hey, can you not ask this? Can you not ask that? Like if it's something like really personal, you know, really serious, something I know is traumatizing, I'll be like, sure, I'll oblige. For this one, I said no.
Yeah.
And the reason I said no, they had 6 things they didn't want us to ask. You want to know what those 6 things were?
Yeah.
They didn't want us to ask about Kai Cenat. The whole we friends though thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Okay.
They didn't want us to ask about her not being on tour with Chris Brown anymore. They didn't want us to ask about the color thing.
Injury.
They didn't want us to ask about her injury that she sustained. What else was it? They didn't want to ask us about who she was dating, which I wouldn't do anyway. And what was the other one? It was one it was just all frivolous
And
stuff.
why? What are they?
Oh, but the Rihanna thing, comparing.
Oh yeah, and comparison, and it wasn't even Rihanna. It just said comparisons to other pop artists. Huh?
Honestly, I feel like Taylor's record label team are trying to create, a fairy tale character out of her for the industry. Like they're trying to give her a perfect look, forgetting that these dramatic stories or whatever experience she has had, sharing it with the fans actually brings them close to her. You feel me? But they don't even give a fuck about that. They're trying to make her seem like this perfect artist who just shows up, sings, go on interview, talk on regular shit, and then boom, she's out. But that way, as we all know, it's not going to turn out good for her on the long run, because definitely as an artist to your fans, they need your story. Like, it actually brings you closer to them, no cap, whoa. Although we can understand if such is traumatizing to her, no cap. But there were also some other questions which was not deep at all. And right now, we're gonna read the comments and hear what individuals had to say about this. I must say, this is one of the most unifying comment sections I've ever seen. Like, in cases like this, we see people still supporting the other side, but this time everybody's saying the same thing. And of course, I'm not going to read everything because it's damn long. This one said she had the opportunity to clear up misconceptions and she made it 10 times worse, I swear. Another, this could have been a teaching moment for people who didn't understand how race is seen differently in different parts of the world. Another, she has terrible media training because those questions are super easy. Yeah, questions like the we friend zone thing. Another, why even interview if you don't want to answer any questions? Just decline the interview. And according to Charlamagne, he said when they asked those questions, he actually told them he wasn't going down for that shit. Like, they had a choice to either prepare the artist for the questions or, you know, back out. But they did not. You feel me?
So I said to them, no.
Oh.
Now, when I say no, I'm not going to oblige any of this. It is your job then, label, management, whoever, to either prepare the artist for the questions or pull the interview.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm fine with either or.
Yeah.
I've already told you I'm not going to follow any of this.
Yes.
And in continuation, this one says her team is setting her up for failure. Another, my thing is, why did she look back at her PR like she can't speak for herself? Why go on an interview, especially the Breakfast Club, who are known to be messy but don't want to answer questions about your life? Now, obviously, I understand Charlamagne. Like, come on, if you don't want to ask this series of questions, then what then should we ask? How have you eaten today? What type of clothes are you wearing? What's the next song? Bro, those stuff be boring as fuck. Another said she should have declined the interview. Another, they don't realize all that's making her unlikable. She give off industry plant vibes. I always thought it was weird how Ira Star been making music longer and has more views, yet don't get the media push or praise as Taylor. Taylor has a Grammy and went to the meet in not even a whole year. Another, the Breakfast Club was the wrong place to go interview at if she had that extensive of a list of things she did not want to be asked, obviously. Another, she asked them not to ask certain questions. They declined and she still did the interview. And finally, this is the last roll of comments I'm finna read. Taylor's people made this a way bigger thing than it needed to be. If she would have took that moment on Breakfast Club to teach people instead of avoiding the question, it would have made her look so much better, I swear. Well, I am not a Charlamagne Lagaya. The fuck is this? I think this one meant to say Charlamagne. I'm not a Charlamagne fan, but if you ask him not to ask XYZ and he told you no, don't take the interview. Not rocket science. Another, him saying the questions they didn't want asked is embarrassing, with the laughter emoji. And finally, he has a point. If the team knew beforehand and he said no, they shouldn't have pulled the interview. ATP. So now, I'm gonna come to the end of this. Charlamagne at the end actually had to tell them to suck his balls. Like, check the video out and see.
And guess what? People love Cardi.
There you
so
go.
why is it not vulgar when me and Cardi having a conversation about shit, but it's vulgar with Tyler?
Isn't that interesting?
Suck my dick, right?
Is it?
Suck my dick.
That's
okay?
interesting.
And I need y'all to know that. Suck my dick from the back. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the point where I actually finna wrap up the show. Now, honestly, I don't know if that part was necessary, if Charlamagne the God needed to have done that. Bro, you already explained your own side of the story, man. Anyways, he's a man of himself and he's finna do what he wants to do, you digging me? And this is the point where I'm finna come to the end of this. Kindly please let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section right down below. If you're new to my channel, kindly please subscribe. If you're not new and you're not subscribed, what you finna wait for? Go ahead and subscribe, you digging me? And make sure you like, make sure you comment one more time, you digging me? With this, I'm finna say peace. It's your boy, Young Gotti. Bye-bye.